Hello everyone, I'm Yazan Ibrahim, or as some of you might know me, Yazan Abu Ghosh. Today we're going to dive into a fascinating and essential topic from Chapter 5, Protection of Information Assets. Part A, Information Asset Security and Control, 5.2, Privacy Principles. If you are a seasoned auditor or just curious to understand how information systems into business environments, you've come to the right place. Let's begin. When discussing the modern digital world, one word often takes center stage: privacy. It's more than just a buzzword. It's a promise to protect individuals and safeguard their personal information in an age where data flows faster than we can imagine. Whether it's the health records of patients in a hospital or customer details shared with an online retailer, privacy determines how that personal data is handled, stored, and even disposed of. And for an IS auditor, understanding and validating privacy practices is a critical responsibility. To see why privacy is so significant, let's take a quick step back. Think of global regulations like the General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, in the European Union, or the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, HIPAA, in the United States. These laws didn't emerge from nowhere. They were created to protect people from misuse of their sensitive data. GDPR, for instance, ensures that citizens within the EU have robust control over their personal information, whether that's names, emails, financial data, or even browsing histories. Meanwhile, HIPAA sets stringent guidelines for healthcare providers to secure medical data. Together, these regulations demonstrate how essential privacy is for both individuals and businesses. But privacy isn't just about compliance, it's about trust. Trust between an organization and its customers. Trust that their personal data will be handled with care and integrity. And for this to happen, organizations must weave privacy into the very fabric of their operations, from their policies to their processes to the systems they build. The foundations of privacy, best practices. Let's explore how organizations can achieve this. First and foremost, privacy should never be an afterthought. It needs to be considered from the very start of any project. For example, when developing a new app or system, privacy protections should be integrated from the very beginning, a mindset referred to as privacy by design. In simpler terms, it means building systems with privacy in mind rather than trying to add protections later as an afterthought. But what does privacy by design look like in practice? It involves systematic safeguards at every level. Policies, standards, and procedures should establish clear guidelines on how personal data is handled. Beyond that, data collection itself must be fair and transparent. Imagine walking into a store and being asked for your email address. It's one thing if the store explains why they're collecting it to send you a receipt or special deal, but it's a completely different story if they never clarify their intentions. Similarly, organizations should only collect the data they actually need. After all, excess data increases risks. Once data is collected, its journey doesn't end there. It should be secured throughout its life cycle. This means ensuring that personal information is safe, whether it's being stored, accessed, or shared. For instance, passwords should never be sent in plain text emails, no matter how temporary the password is. And when data is no longer needed, say when a customer closes their account, it should be securely deleted. After all, keeping unnecessary data increases both storage costs and the risk of breaches. Accuracy matters too. Organizations must ensure their data is accurate, complete, and up-to-date, as outdated or incorrect information can lead to serious errors. Imagine a hospital relying on incorrect medical history during a patient's emergency treatment. It's easy to see why maintaining accurate records is non-negotiable. Privacy impact analysis, a tool for success. Of course, as organizations aim to meet these principles, challenges inevitably appear. This is where privacy impact analysis steps in. Think of it as a spotlight that helps organizations uncover potential privacy risks before they become problems. Conducted properly, it sheds light on crucial questions like what kind of personally identifiable information, PII, is tied to our operations? How do we collect it? Who has access to it? How long do we need to keep it before it's securely disposed of? The process doesn't stop there. A thorough impact analysis also helps organizations meet their legal, regulatory, and contractual obligations. For instance, IS auditors involved in this process might review a company's compliance with regulations like GDPR. They'll assess data security measures and examine whether the organization has clear policies for managing and mitigating the risks attached to sensitive data. By taking these steps, an enterprise can ensure privacy is baked into its structure, not simply patched into place at the last moment. This approach ensures consistency across all IT projects, whether it's building a new system, rolling out an update, or linking databases. Privacy in action, adapting to change. But privacy isn't static. Technology changes, processes change, and people change. And with those changes come new challenges. Picture this. A company implements a new program to streamline customer service. The new model requires deeper cross-department data sharing, introducing previously unseen risks. Or consider changes in business partnerships. What if a new vendor suddenly gains access to sensitive customer details? Situations like these highlight why privacy must be a continuous focus rather than a one-time goal. In fact, these evolving risks can be grouped into three main categories. Technology, think new systems, updated operations, or even the construction of massive data warehouses. Processes, re-engineering workflows, incorporating new business rules, or expanding accessibility privileges. People, this includes changes in service providers, vendors, or even internal stakeholders. With these dynamics in mind, IS auditors frequently play a critical role. Their audits extend beyond the technical, often examining whether companies are effectively managing privacy risks and implementing necessary safeguards. Auditing for privacy, categories, and objectives. When these auditors conduct privacy reviews, they consider not just one or two aspects, but an entire spectrum of privacy categories, including 1. The privacy of a person, which touches on the individual's right to control their personal life without intrusion. 2. The privacy of behavior and actions, ensuring activities, like online habits, are free from unnecessary surveillance. 3. The privacy of communication, protecting correspondence from improper access or monitoring. 4. The privacy of data and images, ensuring data like photographs, IDs, and records are secured. 5. The privacy of thoughts and feelings, safeguarding intellectual freedom. 6. The privacy of location and space, such as geolocation data. 7. The privacy of association, ensuring the freedom to connect with others. These privacy principles form the foundation for IS auditors' work and align with broader concerns like accountability, transparency, data lifecycle management, and security safeguards. For instance, when auditors examine whether organizations obtain informed consent for processing data or whether they retain personal data only as long as needed, they're validating crucial aspects of compliance. Beyond compliance, why privacy matters. Ultimately, privacy isn't just about appeasing regulators, it's about building a culture of trust, where individuals feel confident that organizations will treat their sensitive information fairly and securely. By following structured privacy impact assessments, addressing compliance obligations, and adopting policies rooted in clarity and transparency, enterprises can stay ahead of privacy challenges while fostering strong relationships with their stakeholders. Whether tackling a new IT initiative, partnering with vendors, or re-evaluating existing systems, organizations must always be thinking, is this action protecting the public's trust? And that's where the IS auditor steps in, offering valuable guidance and assurance. Thank you for watching, and as always, continue learning. Stay curious, and we'll see you next video.